This is Sounds of Music. Actually, it's across the street now. But back then, it looked like this. Well, when it was open in 1972, it looked like this. But back in the mid-2000s, when the store looked like this, I bought my first CD here. Yeah, I know. But hey, I was like 9 years old at the time. But being born and raised in East LA, I've seen this record store throughout my whole life. It's basically a cultural landmark here, so I want to learn more about it.
I wanted to do something constructive, that we couldn't buy very much, you have to pay the rent. In fact, this is the funny part. We went downtown to Main Street, get a register, cheap. We didn't have no money, okay? And we bought this register. You could buy houses with it, but it was $25. So we had a register. So anyway, and then on the walls, we put all of these 50-cent albums, make it look like we have some good stock, right? Yeah. And we could only afford this much in 45s. There were 50 cents at the time. That was it. Got the ball rolling from there.
I didn't even know we did that, but another interview somewhere around here. So my dad and his buddy Robert Prado, they started in '64 in Montebello. I think they were in business together for about 2 years. After that, they weren't really making that much money. I think my dad said, either you buy it or I buy it, and they'll just split from right there. And I think that was 67, maybe like that. My dad moved to Arizona and Whittier, and he called it Eastside Records. The name of that shop right there was called Eastside Records, and he was there for maybe about 2 years or something like that before Huggy Boy and Rick Ward sold him the shop across the street. They were both DJs at the time, and they even used to play records out of there. I don't know if it was pirate radio or what, but you could knock on the window and get your song in there. You see that like in some of the movies and all that. Yeah. Well, actually, that was happening over here too. This is the way they used to mark the 45s. Like whatever month, 68, we had 10 of these in stock, and then 69 we had 5 in stock. So this is the way they used to count, like how many we had in 1970. We had 2 left. Vamos a la playa. Yeah, I just kept those just to keep them. Yeah, like about 2018. This is when we moved across this way.
So how do you feel sort of carrying on this legacy?
No, I love it, dude. You know what I mean? I'm not too much of a talker or anything, but when people come in and I remember my old man and I bought my first record there and all that shit. I mean, for some reason it makes me feel good, man. I mean, I feel a part of something, really.
Do you feel a sense of responsibility to sort of continue this legacy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any different. If what I can do to help make the store stronger, better, I mean, that's why we say we're a team, just wanting to see his family legacy go on, and something to go on for our children, so they can continue it, someday. It's just been a pleasure being here.
Here's all the Ruben Salazar stuff. This is all donated to us. Keep the memory alive. That was going. The homeboy said, "This is in my garage, not doing nothing, man." I go, "Well, bring it over and I'll put it up for you, man."
You have a lot of stuff on the walls too.
Oh yes, oh yeah. We don't forget about that because I was telling you earlier. My uncles, they went to Garfield and mostly all of them they served in the Vietnam War at that time. The Harabians.
The current location of Sounds of Music is actually the former location of the Silver Dollar Bar in East LA. The Silver Dollar Bar is mostly remembered for being the place where Ruben Salazar, the iconic Mexican journalist, was killed at the hands of the LA County Sheriff's Deputy Tom Wilson on August 29th, 1970. That date is extremely important as that is the day of the Chicano moratorium, which was a protest against the Vietnam War primarily the huge loss of brown life in the war.
Chicanos are marching to protest the high casualty rate of our people in Vietnam.
It was reported that nearly 30,000 people participated in the peaceful march through Whittier Boulevard in East LA. Unfortunately, a clash between law enforcement and protesters erupted in the nearby Laguna Park after a supposed shoplifting incident was reported at the Green Mill liquor store, which is just down the street from the park and which is still here to this day. This chaos made people run through the street, and when it was allegedly reported that someone with a gun had run into the Silver Dollar Bar, LA County Sheriff's Deputy Tom Wilson blindly fired a tear gas canister through the entrance of the bar, hitting Ruben Salazar in the head and killing him instantly.
Ruben Salazar, a Chicano newspaper and television writer who more than anyone else had accelerated the unifying forces in the community, sought shelter in a local bar.
And I was coming this way, and 3 shots came. Then I hit the floor, and when I hit the floor, Mr. Salazar was falling down, and I looked at him, and he was shaking.
The murder of Ruben Salazar served as a catalyst of the Chicano civil rights movement, as Sheriff's Deputy Tom Wilson was not charged criminally, and it serves as a reminder of the deadly culmination of the Chicano moratorium, which was otherwise a peaceful protest honoring the fallen brown soldiers of the Vietnam War and asking for change when it came to the disproportionate loss of Chicano lives.
We had one customer that came a few days later. He came with a big bandit on his hair. So, what happened to you? He says, "Man, I was in the park." And cops just came out there and just started banging heads.
Today, a plaque commemorating Ruben Salazar rests outside Sounds of Music, and inside the shop, the Silver Dollar Bar sign is displayed, along with articles and photos of the incident. Laguna Park was renamed Ruben Salazar Park, and a mural honoring the 50th anniversary of the Chicano moratorium is on display across the intersection from Sounds of Music.
Yeah, like when August 29th hits, you know, we have the Brown Berets here, we have Aztec dancers here, we got a lot of people that were
Chicano marches. We have
march,
people
yeah,
marching.
that were here in 1970. You know, so they come in and show respect, and we show it back. You know, and can't forget it.
I feel like we're in a historic landmark here.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
It's not actually registered, but
Yeah.
for the community, it is. Yeah. Okay, this is Keith.
Sounds
Just this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how I remember.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Can you tell your history, dog?
Yeah, this is me. Save the silver dollar.
From where we were across the street, you know, which was, there's days I miss that place, you know, but I feel like now we're on a historic spot, you know. I feel, I just feel blessed to be here. I just feel like he's put in his heart and soul in this place, you know, and just to see it, or hear or even think about it going away is a no for me, I'm going to push and shove everything we can to make this, ongoing. And not only just for us, but for our clients, they look forward to coming here, and we greatly appreciate that, because we made a lot of amazing friends.
Okay, thank you.
Today, Sounds of Music struggles to keep up with the giant retailers that also sell records. However, from my point of view, Sounds of Music has something that those big box retailers don't have, and that's community. In its over 40 years of being in East LA, Sounds of Music has been in this community for generations. It has become more than just a music shop. It has become a staple of the community of East LA, a hub that preserves our culture and our stories. As for me, I will continue buying from this shop and learning more about my community, as I hope you do too. As Cruz from Blood In, Blood Out puts it,
we got something better than a rabbit's foot, Holmes. We've got familia. raza, güey.